Hello and welcome to East Hamilton High School here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. Thanks so much for being with me tonight. Gabriel Schrei bringing you all the action here. Game number 2 of tonight's doubleheader in the region championship. The winner of game number 2 moves on to the championship contest. They'll battle Fulton's Falcons to go on in the state playoff here in the great state of Tennessee. Thanks again for being with me. Let's take a look at game number 2 and who will be seeing tonight. The Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School, they were able to secure their first district championship since 2013 against the Eagles of Signal Mountain. That was last Tuesday. It was a close game for much of the first 2 quarters, but later in the contest, East Hamilton pulled away, winning 50-38. Lenore City and the Panthers put up a fight on Friday during the play-in here for the region championship. The Canes slowly built a larger and larger lead throughout the course of that contest, finally winning 56-36. East Hamilton played airtight defense in that contest. They were hot and played well as a unit. East Hamilton now stands at 19-11 overall on the season. They are 10-2 in the 2022 calendar year. The Sequoia Chiefs come into this contest at 13-16 overall on the season. The Monroe County team went 5-3 in their district. Sequoia High School is 8-7 overall in 2022. The Chiefs split their district tournament, winning the semifinal of the tournament, but losing in the championship to Fulton, who won 57-50. In the quarterfinals, Sequoia knocked out Soddy Daisy, winning by just 10 points. The final in that contest was 56-46. For the sake of a mutual opponent serving as a comparison, the last time the Trojans played East Hamilton, they lost to the Hurricanes 60-27. Both programs introducing their starting lineups here now. Chiefs of Sequoia High School calling their starting 5 onto the floor. Jesse Weiss leading the way, followed by Julie Beth Watson. Right now, East Hamilton High School announcing their starting 5. Some familiar faces there: Tristan Sutton, Crystal Collins. Lindsay Ganter will get the nod for the Chiefs of Sequoia High here tonight. Katie Johnson getting the start as usual. McKenna Hayes getting called to her usual starting spot for East Hamilton High School. Here comes Morgan Bone right behind her. More on these players and their great success this season coming up. Amaya Sutton rounding out the starting 5 of East Hamilton High School. They are the host of the region tournament. This is their turf, and that's where we are tonight. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Thanks for joining me for game number 2 in this doubleheader. The victor of this contest goes on to the region championship and punches their ticket to the state playoff. Hayes up for the tip. Sequoia's Haley Carroll. Canes win the tip, intercepted right away by Sequoia High School. Chiefs, long pass down the floor to the corner. Sequoia trying to drive inside. Some trouble here as the Hurricanes take it away. Amaya Sutton kicks it across the floor to Tristan Sutton, out of the corner. Morgan Bone, the long ball. This one clatters off the backside of the iron. Still scoreless, 30 seconds gone. Sequoia High back to the offensive end of the floor. Weiss with it. Tried to pass it to the close side. Crystal Collins went for the intercept and in motion collided with Macy Minor. Sequoia High School student section has traveled very well. Probably 500 people here tonight for this contest. The throw-in coming from the close side. This time it's Ganter. Ganter to the far side of the floor. Here's a chance for the Chiefs. Kicking it back to the close side. Beth Watson wants three. That won't go. Morgan Bone to Hayes. Hayes has help on the back door. Tristan Sutton double teamed. Handing it off to Amaya Sutton. This rims around and pops out. Still scoreless. 48 seconds gone here in period one. Sequoia High coming down the floor. That's Beth Watson. Watson with it. Trying to work her way around Morgan Bone. Bone bringing the press. There's the handoff. Looking for the three ball just inside of the arc. That'll go. Macy Minor hits the long two. It's 2-0 Sequoia High School. 70 seconds gone in period one. Crystal Collins back to the offensive end of the floor. Collins wants to drive. This one tipped away and gathered up here by Julie Beth Watson. Watson, quick pass to the close side over to Macy Minor. Minor to the back door, working with it along the arc. Chiefs looking inside. There's a chance. This comes off of the glass and finds Twine. Katie Johnson makes it 4-0 Sequoia High School. 1 minute, 50 seconds gone here in period one. Crystal Collins with a little cross, a little deke, a burst, passing it back outside. Hurricanes to Tristan Sutton, now to Morgan Bone. Bone, long feed to the close side of the floor. Hayes for three. This comes off the heel of the iron. Chiefs on the fast break, and now the timeout taken. Excuse me, that's a foul against East Hamilton High School. 2 minutes gone here in period number one. And there is a timeout down on the floor after all. Both programs going to the respective bench here. 2 minutes, 4 seconds off the clock. It's 4-0. Sequoia High School coming out of the gate swinging. They're looking hot. East Hamilton High School's bench looking anything but concerned. Only 2 minutes off the clock. You know, if this was a sport like football, I would tell East Hamilton fans there was more cause for concern. When somebody comes out and scores a big score like that, it matters more in a sport like football. But basketball, you know, you can afford a couple of hot runs. You just got to make adjustments, get your head back in the game, and get things rolling in your direction. If there's a program that can do it in this tournament, it's East Hamilton, led by Kayla Burse. Burse has got a great basketball mind. She is one of the brilliant coaches in the Chattanooga area. Both programs back to the floor. Chiefs inbounding. They have offensive possession here. Long pass, close side. Here's a shot on the move. This one rims around, won't go. Amaya Sutton gets the board. The handoff to Crystal Collins. Here's a quick move by Hayes, who gets one in off of the glass. 6 points total scored. It's 4-2. Hurricanes trailing here in Ooltewah. Crystal Collins, gorgeous steal. She's all alone. And with a little kiss off of the glass, we're all tied up. 2.5 gone, it's 4-all. Crystal Collins going for another steal right in front of the scorer's table. Macy Minor battling to keep that one away from her. Inbounding pass, nearly stolen away. Julie Beth Watson able to gather this one. Watson working with it, defended by Hayes. Drives inside, and there's the signal. Coming back down to the offensive end of the floor, nearly intercepted by Sequoia. rolling along the floor right there, able to jump the pass, but stepping out of play, Julie Beth Watson. Inbounding pass for East Hamilton Hurricanes. Tristan Sutton back outside. Morgan Bone wants three. That'll go. Morgan Bone is cash money from long range at 7-4. Julie Beth Watson wants to answer quickly. Here comes Sequoia High School. Down to the offensive end of the floor. Watson defended by Hayes. There's the drive with a burst off of the glass. This one won't go. Second chance bucket. Clatters all around and won't drop either. Minor gets the board. Kicks it out to long range. Beth Watson drives. She'll get the third chance bucket to drop. A one-point contest here in Ooltewah. It's 7-6. Here comes Nia McGee. Long feed to the backside, just inside of the arc. That'll go. Beautiful bucket right there, dropping right into the twine by Amaya Sutton. Makes it 9-6, a three-point game. Chiefs on the offensive end. Lindsey Ganter hands it off to Beth Watson. Watson sends this across the floor to Johnson. Katie Johnson feeds it inside. Here's a chance down in the hardwood. Oh, missing a wide open shot right there, and now the foul down in the paint. What would have been a third chance at a bucket. Instead, the Chiefs will have to inbound the basketball. We're already halfway through period number one. It's 9-6, a three-point ball game in favor of East Hamilton High School's Hurricanes. Thanks for being with me here tonight in Ooltewah, Tennessee. Inbounding pass, Beth Watson picks it up. Swatted at, stolen, Tristan Sutton. Scoring chance, she's all alone down the floor, and with a little kiss off of the glass, that'll drop into the twine. 11-6 now the tally here at East Hamilton High School. And as Sutton was fouled on her way to the rack, she'll have a chance at the old-fashioned three. Sutton misses this one. It'll remain a 5-point game of basketball. 3:20 left in the first period. 11-6, East Hamilton leads Sequoia High. Coming up the floor with great pace, Weiss. Weiss, little feed inside, and that one will go for Beth Watson. A 3-point game, 11-8. 3 minutes left in the first. McGee with a cross. Long pass to the corner, nearly tackled into the stands right there. A little collision between two players. Morgan Bone will inbound from the corner on the offensive end of the floor for East Hamilton High School. Goes to McGee. McGee is heavily defended with a little cross, wants to drive. To the close side, the three ball, this one is wide left. Not quite enough touch on that one, finds its way out of play. 2:45 left to go here in period number one. Still a 3-point game. Beth Watson, nice little move, but she can't hang on to the ball. Morgan Bone picks it up. Nearly has it stolen away. Pass across the floor to McGee. McGee inside. Tristan Sutton fighting her way towards the iron. Loses the basketball. Chiefs, long pass. Down the floor. Here's a scoring chance. All alone inside. This one off the mark. Second chance. This one won't drop, but there's a foul called against Amaya Sutton. (11-8) the tally as the Chiefs go to the line. Katie Johnson misses her first. Quick pass inbounds. Tristan Sutton wants to go all the way. Having some trouble down inside right here. She's forced out of play. Inbounding pass. East Hamilton still has possession of the basketball. Long feed, close side, 3 ball, comes up with too much juice on it. Clatters off the glass. Chiefs scoop it up. Ganter will run the floor for Sequoia High School. Under 2 minutes left to go in period 1. East Hamilton gets hit with a foul right here, right in front of the scorer's table. Chiefs, long inbounding pass, nearly intercepted. Here's a scoring chance. Minor, feed back door. This one won't go. Regathered off the glass, and now the foul against Morgan Bone. Full house here tonight at East Hamilton High School. Great turnout for this battle between the Chiefs of Sequoia and the Hurricanes of East Hamilton. 11-9 as the tally with 1:40 left to go here in the first frame. McGee goes up and gathers that one. And now the timeout by the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. Great battle underway, just a 2-point game right now. Sequoia's Chiefs 13-16 on the season coming into this contest. The Chiefs split their district tournament contest, first besting the Panthers of Lenore City 53-42, but then losing in the championship game 57-50 to the Falcons of Fulton High. East Hamilton down to the offensive end of the floor here, coming out of their timeout. Driving and firing, that one won't go, board by the Chiefs. "90 seconds left in this first quarter. Minor with it, Minor. The Chiefs trailing by 2, 11-9. Ganter. Beat up by Hayes, the handoff. Firing from long range, that'll go. Katie Johnson with a face guard and all drops in the 3-bomb. It's 12-11. Hurricanes on the offensive end of the floor. Pass outside to McKenna Hayes. Hayes misses that first one. Now a tussle for the basketball. Down on the hardwood. Both programs going after that one, and the fans not happy with the outcome. Chiefs will come away with the ball. Inbounding pass. Down on the far end of the floor. This one tipped right back out. Now the Hurricanes with the ball. McGee takes the feed from Hayes, drives inside, ladles that up and in. A 1-point game of basketball, 40 seconds left in the first, it's 13-12. Now down to the offensive end. Sequoia kicks it outside, the drive, and trying to get this one into the twine. That shot just off the mark. East Hamilton back to the offensive end of the floor. Long pass to the back side. This one clatters off the iron, won't drop. Second chance bucket won't go. Hurricanes still have the basketball. Pass outside to Hayes, and the three ball had too much juice on it. Chiefs trying to work this up the floor, taken away by McGee. McGee driving inside. This one comes up shy. Second chance bucket won't go either, and the foul with 3.7 seconds left to go in the first. First one will go with the line, makes it a 2-point game of basketball again. Second one will go as well. It's 15-12. East Hamilton leads Sequoia High. Two quick passes. Now the shot from the half-court stripe. This comes up shy for Lindsey Ganter. So a 3-point game of basketball at the end of period number 1, 15-12. The Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School lead the Chiefs of Sequoia High. Period number 2 coming right up here. Inside of the gymnasium at East Hamilton High School. We're here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. Chattanooga Regional, Knoxville Regional battle underway. Representing the Knoxville area, Sequoia High School's Chiefs. And for Chattanooga, East Hamilton High School's Hurricanes. Great environment here tonight. Great turnout. We're ready to go for period number 2. Inbounding pass, and the Hurricanes will start this second frame with possession. McGee coming up the floor. The handoff to Bone. Bone passes it inside to Amaya Sutton. She gets hit with a travel right away. Picked the ball up, took one extra step. Chiefs will take over with possession now. Inbounding pass. Foul right away on that one. So that will send the Chiefs down to the charity stripe where they'll get their first. Lindsey Ganter shooting that one. Just 15 seconds gone here in period 2. It's a 2-point game of basketball. Second one will go as well. 15-14 now. East Hamilton's Hurricanes lead by just 1 here over the Chiefs of Sequoia. McGee coming up the floor. Nice move, feeding it down inside. Trouble in the low post for Sutton. This one's stolen away. Ganter regathers the loose basketball for the Chiefs of Sequoia. Tipped away. Morgan Bone picks it up. Bone, backdoor pass. This one swatted at. Hit McGee in the face. Minor picks the ball up off of the hardwood. Long feed close side to Lindsey Ganter. Ganter, defended by Bone, drives inside. This shot is wide. Too much juice on it. Ganter down amongst the tall trees. Her shot is off the mark, but the call from the close side official is going to send her to the charity stripe. 55 seconds gone here in period 2. It's a 1-point game, 15-14. Now a 1-point advantage for Sequoia High as they'll hit both at the line. East Hamilton, 2 quick passes up the floor. Narrowly stripped away from Sutton by one of the Chiefs. Maybe Minor grabbing at that one. Foul going to go against Sutton here, and Sequoia will take back over offensively. 1 minute, 3 seconds gone in period 2. Hurricanes trail by 1, 16-15. Chiefs working their way up the floor. Lindsey Ganther. Ganther passes this across to Katie Johnson. Johnson fighting for the basketball with 2 Hurricanes. Jump ball as Amaya Sutton gets in there, gets scrappy for it. She'll inbound now for East Hamilton as they'll take over offensively. Crystal Collins coming down the floor. Greeted by Macy Minor. Collins with 1 cross, then 2. Kicking it across, back to Collins. Collins drives, tries to flip this outside. And a little bit of trouble there as Tristan Sutton maintains possession. 1 minute, 45 seconds gone here in period 2. Pass outside, McKenna Hayes wants 3. This is off the mark. Regathered by the Hurricanes. Amaya Sutton battling with a basketball down there along the baseline. Foul going against Sequoia High School's Chiefs. East Hamilton will inbound down on the offensive end of the floor. Over to McGee. McGee has a lane and is swatted at as she drives inside. So Naya will go to the charity stripe with about 2 minutes gone in period 2. Hurricanes trail by just 1. Naya's first rolls around, pops out. McGee. Her second rattles all around and goes. It's 16-all here in Ooltewah, Tennessee, between the Chiefs and the Hurricanes. Long pass down the floor right there. Julie Beth Watson looking to hook up with Lindsey Ganter and just overshot her up into the stands. Crystal Collins directing traffic here offensively for East Hamilton. Minor defending her. She'll hand it off. Here's a chance for Tristan Sutton on the drive. This one's swatted at. And McKenna Hayes unable to keep that alive. It's 16-16. Chiefs back to work offensively. 2 minutes, 20 seconds gone here in period 2. Pass inside, Katie Johnson. Johnson hit with a foul there. She tries to back down Amaya Sutton. Crystal Collins picking her way up the hardwood. Collins gives it off to Nia McGee. McGee on the drive, kicks it outside to Tristan Sutton. Sutton to her sister Amaya Sutton. The handoff to McGee. McGee back to the corner. Tristan Sutton drives off the glass. This one will go. Rims around, falls into the twine. Almost 3 minutes gone here in frame number 2 of action. It's 18-16, East Hamilton lead. Macy Minor coming up the floor, defended by Crystal Collins. One pass. Now the drive by Sequoia High, regathered on a widely missed shot there. Beth Watson kicks it outside to Katie Johnson. Johnson tries to go back to Watson, and the foul signaled for there. Three minutes, 10 seconds gone here in quarter number 2. First one won't go at the line for the Chiefs. Still a 2-point game, 18-16. Head coach of the Chiefs, Allison Bowers, shouting down onto the floor. Second one will go for Beth Watson. It's 18-17 now, a 1-point game. Sequoia High School very effective offensively. Over their last 3 games here in the playoffs, they've scored 159 points. That's about 53 points per game. Crystal Collins with a little cross, a shimmy and shake, nearly loses the basketball. Regathers it, kicks it backside. Tristan Sutton turning all about outside to McGee. Her long ball is off the mark as that Skeeter's out of play. Tipped out of play by the Chiefs of Sequoia, so East Hamilton will keep possession. Inbounding pass to Hayes. She fires from short range. This one swatted by the Chiefs, regathered by Sutton. The pass outside is loose. Crystal Collins goes back, scoops that one up. It'll be over and back. 18-16, 4:20 left in the first half. Inbounding pass for Ganter. Ganter takes the handoff. The Chiefs working with it on the elbow. Ganter turns and fires, looking for the glass in the bank. Her shot was wide of the backboard. She was fouled on her way inside right there, so they're going to send her to the charity stripe. She'll get her first. It's now 18-17. The Hurricanes lead by just one here in Ooltewah. Chiefs battling back from a deficit, trying to get on top of the saddle here. Second one will go for Ganter. Crystal Collins with a cross. Nearly losing it right there. The feed to Calhoun. Calhoun looking inside for Hayes. Regathered. McGee to the close side. Collins for three. That'll go. From downtown Chattanooga. 3:40 left to go here in the second period. It's 20-18. Pass inside. Collins steals it away. Collins is on the open floor, and she'll get this with a little kiss off of the glass. Crystal Collins is just a freshman here at East Hamilton High School, but her impact is about as big as you can have on the game. Lots of fun to watch her play night in and night out. East Hamilton High School averaging about 49 points per game. They've scored 1,225 so far this season. Over the last three games, they've scored 156 points, which equals out to about 52 points per game. Now, that's very close to what the Sequoia Chiefs have scored over the last three games. They're looking at about 159 total points, or exactly 159, which is about 53 points per game. So just one more than East Hamilton over the course of these playoff contests. Here we go, getting back underway. Sequoia's Chiefs of the basketball. They trail by 4, 22-18. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. Sequoia. Ganter hands it off. Now the drive. Beth Watson in trouble. Kicks it out to Katie Johnson for three. That won't go. Just off the mark there. Nia McGee tries to keep it alive. Swats it back into play. It comes off the back of Ariana Calhoun. Inbounding pass for the Chiefs. Out along the corner. Beth Watson wants to drive. She'll get the foul. Julie Beth Watson goes to the charity stripe. Long pass down the floor. Hayes to Crystal Collins. Collins tries to kick it across, intercepted immediately by Katie Johnson. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. It's a three-point ball game, 22-19. East Hamilton resting on top of Sequoia High at the moment. Thanks for being with me here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. Regional semifinal. The winner goes on to the championship game here for this region contest and a chance to punch their ticket to go on to Murfreesboro in the state playoff. Katie Johnson, pass down low to Beth Watson. She turns and fires. This one intercepted. McKenna Hayes grabs it. Lots of floor to work with here. She's going to stop, send it over to Crystal Collins, and the Hurricanes will call a play. Collins with a move. Collins with a burst, firing right there. Thought she could drop that in, and her shot was wide left. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Here comes Julie Beth Watson with a basketball. Kicking it outside, working with the orange. Here come the Chiefs. Lindsay Ganter fires from 10 foot beyond the arc and gets the long-range bucket. It's 22 all. Wow, what a bomb! Crystal Collins wants to answer quickly. Centers it up to Ariana Calhoun. Amaya Sutton drives. Oh! Rimmed all around, fell off the backside. 90 seconds left to go in the first half. It's 22-22. Pass inside, lost, regathered by Beth Watson. Stripped away again by Ariana Calhoun. She's hit with a foul call. They're going to send Julie Beth Watson to the charity stripe now. A chance to put the Chiefs of Sequoia High School in the lead. She will. Watson's second is off the mark. Calhoun gets the board. Passing it to the close side over to Hayes. Just missed the mark. Her pass sails wide and goes into the stands. Chiefs get the basketball right back on the offensive end of the floor. Inbounding pass coming from Ganter. She goes to Beth Watson in the corner. The three ball comes up shy. McKenna Hayes coming up the floor. Pass outside to Nia McGee. Tipped out of play. Inbounding pass now by Hayes. Goes over to Crystal Collins. Collins running the floor for East Hamilton. 69 seconds left in the first half. Hurricanes trail by 1. Collins wants to drive. Fires from the mid-post. That'll go. So still a 1-point game, but now East Hamilton rests on top on the scoreboard, 24-23. 51 seconds left in the first half. Here comes Sequoia High School. Minor passes it across to Beth Watson, and a huge collision along the block right there as Amaya Sutton will get the basketball and inbound it for East Hamilton. 46.2 seconds showing here in period 2. East Hamilton taking their time, coming up the floor. They lead by 1, 24-23. Crystal Collins with the basketball. That away student section is very loud, and they're down there on the offensive end of the floor. Long pass to Collins. Collins fires in motion. This one is off the mark. Beth Watson gets it. 23 seconds now. Long pass, just kept alive. Crystal Collins gathers it. Hurricanes on the fast break. 16 seconds. Collins with a move. Collins with a burst, fires off of the glass. There was a collision down inside between Collins and Edwards. So they're going to send Crystal Collins to the line with 12 seconds left in the second quarter. First one won't go, remains 24-23. Second one clatters off the heel of the iron as well. And immediately the whistle sounds as bodies go to the hardwood up there, chasing the basketball. The foul going to send Katie Johnson to the line now with just under 12 seconds left in the second period. First one will go, rims around and drops. It's 24 all. Second one will go as well, finding the twine right there. Now Nia McGee will run up the floor. McGee goes to the cross, has the basketball stripped away. Long feed, close side, and time will expire on the Hurricanes, trying to get off a play. 2 quarters of action are in the books here at East Hamilton High School. And entering the halftime break by just 1 point, it's the Chiefs of Sequoia High School with a lead, 25-24. We'll be right back with more in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back here to Ooltewah, Tennessee. East Hamilton High School. The Hurricanes playing host to the Chiefs of Sequoia High School Half number 1 is in the books. It's the semifinal of the Region Championship Series. The winner of this contest goes on to play Fulton's Falcons to punch their ticket. The winner of that championship contest goes on to the state playoffs here in the great state of Tennessee. It's 25-24, a one-point ball game that sees the Hurricanes trailing to the Chiefs after 2 quarters of play. Quarter number 3 coming right up, and possession first will be for the Chiefs of Sequoia High School to open this third period. Lindsey Ganter inbounding for them. Hurricanes dropping back into their defensive shell. Weiss takes the inbounding pass, passes it off right away, now handed back to her. She fires on the drive. This one loose down in the paint, a scramble for it. Collins loses it. Beth Watson, long feed to Katie Johnson. She wants 3, this one off the mark. And the board gathered down low by Morgan Bone as she collides with Beth Watson. Morgan Bone will inbound for East Hamilton High School. A little bit of whiteboard time, probably going to play a big factor in how quarters 3 and 4 work out. Allison Bowers, Kayla Burst spending some time with their programs in the locker room. Now the Chiefs come up the floor and fire quickly. This one rolls all around and is pushed out of play, skeetering along the baseline there. Hurricanes inbounding pass. Hayes fires. This one tipped out of play by Katie Johnson. They're going to let the Chiefs have it anyhow. Inbounding pass over to Minor. Minor with a cross, headed to the far side, right in front of Bowers on the bench. Quick pass up along the arc. This one lost. Minor with it. Minor fires. Ball was swatted at, tipped by Hayes. Bone gets the board, sends it over to Collins. Long feed down the floor. Hayes off of the glass. 26-25, Hurricanes on top of the Chiefs now. Coming up the floor, Chiefs fire quickly. Second chance bucket won't go for Minor. And a battle for the basketball between Ganter and Tristan Sutton right there. Coming up the floor with great pace. Here comes East Hamilton. Pass to Morgan Bone. She fires from the mid-range. Won't go. Long feed to Minor. Minor inside to Katie Johnson. Her shot is off the mark. Bone gets the board. Hurricanes pass inside. McKenna Hayes again cutting to the basket. She's wide open, getting that one off of the glass. It's a 3-point game of hoops. And that's about the largest margin we've seen. The largest lead all night has been 4 points. Pass inside. Beth Watson can't get this to go. She's fouled on her way to the backboard, so she'll head to the charity stripe. I think somebody stole a page of my notes. No, they're on the ground. I'm lying. Beth Watson at the line gets her first. Chiefs have a good record this season. They stand at 13-16 overall, 5-3 in district. Second one rims around, won't go, still a 2-point game. Ball goes over to Tristan Sutton. She connects with Collins. Collins looking for space inside, back over to Sutton. Tristan Sutton tripped up and sent to the hardwood, crashing to the floor. East Hamilton will keep the basketball. They're on the offensive end of the floor. 2 minutes, 33 seconds gone here in the third frame. It's 28-26. The Ooltewah-based high school leading. Collins passes errant looking for Hayes and just goes up into row G. Beth Watson inbounds over to Minor. Minor going to take her time coming up the floor right here for Sequoia High. Minor with a cross, the handoff outside. Ganter. Lindsey Ganter along the edge of the block, blocked by Nia McGee. Tristan Sutton with the orange. Working her way down the floor, the handoff. Tristan Sutton with it, wants to drive. Nice overhand feed to Amaya Sutton. Battling her way in the low post, and she is swatted at. They're going to hit Katie Johnson with a foul and send Amaya Sutton to the charity stripe. Amaya Sutton added 8 total points last time out. She has been a key piece of the success of this program all season long. She misses her first. It's 28-26. The Chiefs trailing by 2. 3 minutes, 16 seconds gone here in the third period. Second one will go. Macy Minor working her way up the floor. Pass outside. The drive, Beth Watson with a little kiss off the glass. Didn't have enough power on it. Collins gets the board. Long feed down the floor to Amaya Sutton. And the foul this time called against Sutton. Johnson and Sutton met in the low post. They're signaling for the charge there against Sutton. They'll give the ball back to the Chiefs of Sequoia. And obviously the fans here in Ooltewah, the home team fans, East Hamilton, not happy with that call. Inbounding pass, Minor working her way up the hardwood. Flips it to the far side. Ganter. Ganter in the corner. Trying to beat out McGee. Wants to drive down into the mid-post. Fires a hook shot. Taken away by McGee. Nia McGee, a little bit of space to work with. 3-on-2 chance for her. Trying to kick it outside. She does. McKenna Hayes wide open from three-point land. My goodness. Hayes is cash money as she finds the twine to make it 32-26. 3:45 left here in quarter 3. Now here's a long one from Lindsey Ganter. This one skeeters along the baseline and rolls out of play. I don't think I've ever seen so much media at one of our games here at East Hamilton High School. About 7 photographers running around. There was a radio station here earlier. I lost track of them. It's a 6-point game, 3.5 left in the third period. The Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School leading the Chiefs of Sequoia High. The Region 3 tournament semifinal for a chance to go on and battle Fulton in the final. Crystal Collins, the handoff to Nia McGee. McGee with a cross. McGee with a deke. Along the arc right here, defended heavily by Lindsey Ganter. Ganter bringing the heat. McGee gonna stop up with a little hezzy right there, and now a timeout taken down on the floor. Nia McGee, the leading scorer for both programs last time out. She scored 13 total points for East Hamilton High School. East Hamilton right now on pace to do all of the right things. You take a look at their season averages. As far as scoring goes, they average about 49 points per game offensively. They're at 32, so they're just about on track to reach that mark. And they allow about 45 points per game. They've allowed nearly 1,100 to this point in the season. And they're on point to hold the Chiefs at or below that mark at this exact moment. Sequoia Chiefs 8-7 since the winter break. They've had a good second half of their season. The Hurricanes have had an excellent second half of their season. Really struggled with injury and lineups, getting this new system installed with Kayla Burse, and they started clicking as soon as the calendar year turned over. They've been 10-2 in 2022. Nia McGee, the handoff to Crystal Collins, and now a big collision. between McGee and Minor. Minor holding her eye. Hopefully she's all right. Basketball going to go right back to the Chiefs of Sequoia. Katie Johnson working with the basketball along the arc here. Minor looking down inside. Ball is tipped, regathered, and Minor drops it in off of the glass. 32-28, a 4-point ball game. Tristan Sutton hit with a foul right there in front of the bench of the Chiefs. East Hamilton gets back to work offensively. They lead by 4, 32-28. 2 minutes left to go here in the third period. Collins coming down along the arc, defended by Beth Watson. Hands it off over to Tristan Sutton. Sutton with a spin, passes it back outside to Collins. Collins is looking a little antsy, steps back along the timetable line here. From half court, passes it up to Nia McGee. McGee standing right in front of the visitors' stands. Loses the basketball. Beth Watson trying to scoop it up. Uncontested, she comes up the floor. She hit the bottom of the iron. Long feed to Crystal Collins, who's all alone and gets it to go with a kiss off of the glass. It's madness here in Ooltewah, Tennessee tonight. What are the chances of a couple of plays like that stringing together? Beth Watson with the basketball. The Chiefs trail by 6. 80 seconds left in quarter 3. What a fun game of basketball. Trouble down there along the arc, and now the foul coming against the Chiefs. East Hamilton will take back over offensively. Crystal Collins will run the floor for East Hamilton High School. Hurricanes lead 34-28. Collins, the handoff to Hayes. Quick pass inside, now back outside. McKenna Hayes over to Amaya Sutton. Sutton outside, long ball for Tristan Sutton. This won't go. Chiefs get the board. Working their way back down to the offensive end of the floor. Katie Johnson running the offense here for Sequoia High. 40 seconds left to go in this third period. Sequoia High. The 3 ball from the corner. This one had too much juice on it. Skiffed off the side of the iron. Crystal Collins gathers it now. Collins, 3-on-1 scoring chance. The spin move and the foul as she fires. No, she's hit with a travel. So the Chiefs get the basketball right back. They trail by 6, 24 seconds left to go here in the third period. A tight game here in Ooltewah. What a fun semifinal contest. You couldn't have scripted better than this. Minor comes up to the arc. Fires from long range. This is off the mark. 4 seconds left now, and a collision down in the corner. The travel called against East Hamilton High School. Sequoia, 3 seconds on the clock, inbounding the ball. Tipped right back out here by Tristan Sutton. Sequoia's Chiefs inbounding again along the arc. Ganter fires as time expires and can't get the 3, so that will do it for the third period of action. It is 34-28. The Hurricanes lead by 6 here in Ooltewah going into the final quarter. Wow, what a fun game. Well, if you're listening and not driving, not doing something with your hands, if you want to check out a look at the stadium here in Ooltewah, over to my Twitter. I'm going to tweet a clip of what I'm seeing here going into this final quarter. A look at that inbound and 3 ball that was off the mark. A 6-point game of basketball, 1 quarter left to go. The winner goes on to the championship game here in the region. Both teams heading back onto the floor. (34-28). Here we go. Final period getting underway. Chiefs inbound the basketball. Allison Bowers calling a play here. Lindsey Ganter wants to drive, turns on the mid-post, swatted at. McGee gets the block. Now Amaya Sutton has some space, 2-on-2 chance, and she has it stripped out of her hands by Katie Johnson. East Hamilton High School will maintain possession here. Quick inbounding pass, 1 shot off the mark here for Sutton. Ganter gets the board. She'll run the floor. Defended by McGee, who gets another block. Amaya Sutton regathers the basketball. Long feed down the floor. McKenna Hayes finds the twine. Now an 8-point game of basketball here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. The Hurricanes lead the Chiefs. 1 minute gone in the final period. Quick pass inside. Beth Watson off the mark. This one swatted out of play and will remain with the Chiefs of Sequoia High. Working with it here. Lindsey Ganter off the inbound, goes to Minor. Minor to the corner. The 3-ball is cash money. Wow! Jesse Weiss from downtown makes it 36-31. The Hurricanes still riding a 5-point lead. There's 90 seconds gone here in the final quarter. Crystal Collins coming up the floor. Having some trouble going over to Tristan Sutton, and Minor gets a hand on her. The foul called, so she'll inbound again. Long pass inside to McGee. She has a chance and is swatted at by Ganter down there in the paint. Hayes inbounding here. Nearly intercepted by, no, she is intercepted by Beth Watson. Took her a moment to gather possession. Long pass down to the corner. Minor drives, stops on the elbow. Heavy defense right there. Passing it down low. This one will go for Weiss. Weiss makes it a 3-point game of basketball. 2 minutes gone in the final quarter. McKenna Hayes, Crystal Collins coming up the floor for East Hamilton. Hayes has continued her pace all season long, scoring around 10 points per game. And Crystal Collins has it stripped away by Minor. So the foul goes against Amaya Sutton. Ganter will inbound for the Chiefs. Long pass down inside. Beth Watson went to Minor. Now the whistle as she is fighting to get a shot off. East Hamilton will take back over following the travel right there. Tristan Sutton to Morgan Bone. Now the travel against Bone. Calling a tight game here late. 2 minutes, 30 seconds gone in the final quarter. It's 36-33. The Hurricanes lead the Chiefs of Sequoia. And right there, Sequoia overthrowing a teammate. A long pass intended for Katie Johnson goes up into the stands, so East Hamilton will take back over. Coming up the floor quickly, Tristan Sutton passes it outside to the close side. Amaya Sutton with it. Amaya Sutton swatted at, scoops the ball up. McGee has a lane. McGee off of the glass, that'll find the twine. A 5-point game of basketball. 3 minutes and 10 seconds gone in the final quarter. Passing it outside, Katie Johnson. Johnson swatted at, passes it to the corner now. The drive off of the glass, this rims around and drops. Still a 3-point game of basketball. 38-35. Here come the Hurricanes of East Hamilton. Tristan Sutton passes it outside. Morgan Bone has it tipped out of play there by Beth Watson. Hurricanes will inbound. Tristan Sutton takes it from Hayes. 4:20 left in the game. Hayes takes the feed from Sutton, fires from mid-range. This comes up shy. Dropping right into the hands of Miner there. Miner running up the floor, swatted by Hayes. Ball gathered up by Sutton. Long feed off of the glass, and this one will go. For McKenna Hayes. And she may have tweaked her ankle there on the play. Hopefully she's all right. We'll give the training staff and coaching staff time to check up on her and make sure she's just fine. We'll take a break, be right back with more basketball. Welcome back here to Ooltewah, Tennessee. We're getting back underway. Under 4 minutes left to go in the contest here as the Chiefs draw a foul, minor fouled by Calhoun down on the offensive end of the floor. It is 40-35, a 5-point game that sees the Hurricanes of East Hamilton leading over the Chiefs of Sequoia. Inbounding pass and the quick bucket makes it a 3-point ball game. Calhoun running point for East Hamilton here. Just a 3-point ball game here late between the Hurricanes and the Chiefs. The 3 ball off the mark for East Hamilton. Sutton. Chiefs of Sequoia will run the floor. They trail by just 3, 40-37, 3:20 left in the game here. The handoff outside. Jesse Weiss drives, fires, that rolls in. Now the drive by Amaya Sutton. That won't go off of the glass, and the foul signaled for down low under the basket along the baseline. 40-39, a 1-point game, 3:04 showing on the clock as Sutton rises from the floor. They're going to send her to the line. This one will go for Amaya Sutton. And a timeout taken down on the floor by East Hamilton. It's a 2-point ball game with 3 minutes left to go. 41-39. Well, the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School are trying to hang on to that 2-point lead. The Chiefs of Sequoia are trying to get back on top of this contest. On the line here in this semifinal contest, a trip to the region championship game. And the winner of that goes on to the Tennessee State Playoffs. The Falcons of Fulton High School bested the Eagles of Signal Mountain just a couple of hours ago here in Ooltewah at East Hamilton High School. They punched their ticket to the championship games. Now they're just, or the championship game rather, and now they're just awaiting who their opponent will be. The Hurricanes or the Chiefs. We're going to find out here in about 3 minutes game time. Inbounding pass. Sequoia's Chiefs with possession here. Long feed over to the close side. Chiefs looking to get down low. Now the 3 ball, that clatters off the front of the iron. Nia McGee running the floor. Calhoun on the back door takes the pass, fires from just inside the arc. Her ball is short. Ganter gathers the board, passes it down the floor to Beth Watson, and this one will go off of the glass. The Chiefs of Sequoia High School have tied the game at 41. 2:20 left on the clock. Tristan Sutton over to Amaya Sutton. Back to Tristan. She slips around McGee to the corner. Long pass across the floor. Here's the 3 ball. This comes up shy for Morgan Bone. Chiefs of Sequoia taking back over with the ball. 2:09 show on the clock here in Ooltewah. 41-41. Minor running the floor, passes it close side over to Weiss. Weiss on the drive, tries to pass it over to Ganter. Now a battle for the basketball down in the paint. Sutton comes up with it. Amaya Sutton, 2 on 3. She's on the shy end of the scoring chance here. Keeps the ball alive, but it's taken by the Chiefs. Miner running the floor, taking her time. 1:40 on the clock. Goes over to Beth Watson. Watson with the basketball. Defended by Sutton way up beyond the arc. The handoff to Weiss. Feed down low on a cut to the basket. Here's a chance for Katie Johnson. This one's still loose. Miner regathers, and now the foul down in the paint. 88 seconds left in the game. It's 41 all, and the foul goes against the Hurricanes in favor of Miner and the Chiefs. She'll go to the charity stripe. The first one will go. The Chiefs of Sequoia rest in the lead by just 1. The second one will go as well. It's 43-41. The fans of Sequoia High School have traveled very well, and they're making some noise here in Ooltewah tonight, bringing the pressure here on a long trip down the road from Knoxville to Chattanooga area here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. 43-41, 128. The glaring red numbers on the clock here in the gymnasium. Time winding here at the end of this season. Sequoia's Chiefs, East Hamilton's Hurricanes back to the hardwood. East Hamilton High School will have possession of the basketball. Now McKenna Hayes was able to get up and walk off of the floor a few moments ago with the assistance of her coach and the athletic trainer. They've been without her here down the stretch. 81 seconds left in the contest. Crystal Collins passes it over to Tristan Sutton. Sutton to Bone. Morgan Bone on the drive. Mid-range jumper. This one had too much juice on it. Collins regathers off the glass. That drops. Collins finds the twine. It's 43-43. Here come the Chiefs of Sequoia. Miner leading the way for Sequoia High School. Pass across the floor to the close side of the arc here. Now the shot from mid-range. This clatters off the glass. Regathered down low by Lindsay Ganter. Ganter, her shot off the mark. It rolls out of play and will go to the Hurricanes of East Hamilton. East Hamilton High School going to take a timeout. 48 seconds on the clock here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. It is 43-43. A trip to the championship game to battle against the Falcons of Fulton High School is on the line. And these fans are fired up here at East Hamilton High School. Thank you again for being with me tonight. I'm Gabriel Schrei. We won't keep you for long after the contest. I'll wrap quickly. I'll have the boys' games tomorrow. You can tune in for those right here on this same YouTube channel. I'll have some light analysis on SCSNsports.com before the game you can read as well. So here we go. The Hurricanes of East Hamilton inbounding the basketball. McGee coming up the floor. 42 seconds left. It's tied at 43. Nia McGee, pass inside. Morgan Bone off of the glass. That'll find the twine. .30 seconds left now. Minor, pass across the floor to Ganter. Ganter with it. Trying to drive inside. 22 seconds. It's 45-43. Chiefs, the handoff, and now a collision down in the paint. I think that's Weiss carrying that one into the low post against Sutton.
She was there.
.45-43. Weiss misses her first at the line. Weiss misses her second as well. So now 15.6 seconds show on the clock. It's 45-43. The Hurricanes of East Hamilton leading by just one bucket here in Ooltewah, Tennessee. And following the foul against Bone, she'll go to the line for a chance to shoot two with just under 16 seconds. Bone gets her first. That makes it 46-43, a three-point lead for East Hamilton High School. Bone's second rattles around and pops out. Chiefs headed to the offensive end, trailing by 3, 10 seconds left, and a timeout down on the floor. Well, it's drama time here in Ooltewah, Tennessee, 46-43, a three-point game of basketball between the Chiefs of Sequoia High School and the Hurricanes of East Hamilton. Couldn't ask for a more exciting crescendo to tonight's game. Thank you for being with me. I'm Gabriel Schrei. I'll have the doubleheader tomorrow as well, the boys contest. Be sure to tune into those here on this same YouTube channel. Have some light analysis on SESNsports.com. I'll have the championship games as well. The winner of this contest will go on to battle the Fulton Falcons Wednesday night here at East Hamilton High School. I'll have a broadcast of that. And I'll have the boys game on Thursday. The winners of those contests yet to be determined. Here we go. East Hamilton High School's Hurricanes are back onto the floor. They lead by 3, hoping to punch their ticket to the championship contest here in the regional. Inbounding pass will come from alongside the scorer's table for the Chiefs of Sequoia. Sequoia inbounds it over to Weiss. Jesse Weiss, the handoff to Ganter. Lindsey Ganter, 7 seconds. Time winding, she's in trouble. Long pass tipped, 3 seconds. Ball is tied up back along the half-court stripe here by Bone. And the Hurricanes get the basketball.
Don't get the ball.
With 2.2 seconds left, East Hamilton's Hurricanes have possession, and the foul with 0.9 seconds showing. The Hurricanes lead by 3. They're going to go to the championship. .46-43, 0.9 seconds. Tristan Sutton is at the charity stripe. If she knocks down one, it'll be physically impossible for Sequoia High School to win the basketball game. Sutton fires from the line. This is off the mark, and time will expire here at East Hamilton High School. The Hurricanes are going to the regional championship game. Congratulations to 2 excellent programs. What a wonderful season for the Chiefs of Sequoia High School. And congratulations to the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. They have punched their ticket to the regional championship game. 46-43 is the final score here at East Hamilton High School. I want to thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope you'll join me for the championship game as well. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Have a wonderful night.